Nah, I bet you don't want to see my face, do you? Actually, I bet there's an even better face that you don't want to see. Clap it up! Turn it off.
I'm like, who we clapping it up for?
Y'all know who we talking about.
He's back?
Yeah, if y'all don't know, man, I ain't gonna lie. The Diddler has been up to very, very bad escapades, including, you know, those 120 different sexual assault cases he was going through, the 1,000 bottles of baby oil, and now the factor of those baby oils, they was probably laced. Yeah. Unbelievable, right? But before we get into even talking about all that, y'all may know what's going on with the whole thing. Where obviously one of the things we call a diddler for is because, yeah, this fool be messing around with A minor. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out K-Dot. Y'all go watch the video that we made of him on with the Grammys. I ain't gonna lie, man. But like, yeah, bruh, he be messing around with the little bros, and you already know. Back in the day, he was with a certain very, very, very iconic childhood star. His name being Justin Bieber. I ain't gonna lie. And if y'all don't know the little lore around him, you know what I'm saying? Diddy was having Justin Bieber hang around with him in his camp, the Puffy Flavor Camp, giving him the industry experience. Disgusting. Yeah, let me go ahead and show you.
Justin, he's in. You ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy. Him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives. Like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher.
Signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
I'm going crazy.
Just.
So as you can see, do y'all feel that in y'all spine? Do y'all feel that in y'all spine? Yeah. I can explain what y'all feeling. It's called disgust.
Yeah, like,
it's called disgust. Yeah, very clearly, Diddy is up to some very interesting escapades, as y'all may know. And I said earlier, bro, he's known for doing a lot of freaky frog. He's doing a lot of weird, y'all, and he's doing it very, very not consensually a lot of the time. So I can only imagine the type of things that he had got Justin Bieber up to within those 2 days. And obviously, like he even mentioned, he used to also have somebody else in a Puffy Flavor camp. Someone who is most definitely, I cannot wait, because they gonna call me the Asmongold of the black community when this trial come out. Diddy's trial. And you know who's definitely getting that subpoena? His name is Usher. Because Usher, you got a lot of explaining to do. Now I feel bad for you, brother. I really do, because I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't even send my actual worst nightmare. I wouldn't even send my literal worst enemy over to the Puffy Flavor camp. That's a torture that no human can handle.
Then they asked Usher if he sent his kids in. What he said? Remember?
Heck nah. Yeah. Except he ain't say heck. He said hockey sticks. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man.
He said nah.
He said nah. Why is that, Usher?
Yeah, exactly. But he was there.
What did you see?
Well, there's other person.
What did you participate in?
Baby,
and why? And why? When this experience happened to you when you were 13, why are you still? We're very close associates with Diddy up until you're like what, 45?
You mean up until he got locked up?
Usher, you got a lot of explaining to do, baby. I ain't gonna lie, you got a ton. But yeah. You can see in this clip, this is very like off. This is that shouldn't have been happening. And some time goes by. Justin Bieber, you know what I'm saying? He's in the Puffy Flavor camp, you know. You know, he gets out of Puffy Flavor camp. He goes on, have a little bit of a career. But he has a meetup with Diddy again. They reunite. The connection is back. And I just want y'all to take a keen look at Justin when y'all see this.
Everything's good? Selling out arenas and everything? Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, you know, through all my, partners and whatnot. But you never really got my number, so.
Right. Okay.
My number?
Yeah. Everything's good. Selling out arenas and everything. Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you haven't. I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot. But you never really got my number, so.
Right. Okay.
My number?
Yeah. Everything's good.
Nah, man, I didn't want to hang out with you, bro. Like, you gotta just.
Nah, you the diddler. Like,
I don't want to go back to the puffy. I don't want no puffs or no cream or no camp or no nothing.
I didn't like the flavor of the camp.
Yeah, I didn't like that. No.
This is not funny. I don't know what Justin Bieber had experienced through that, John, but no soul, like I said earlier, deserves to go through whatever you experience at this puffy flavor camp.
He couldn't get
Absolutely
it
not. But yeah, as y'all can see, Justin Bieber in this clip is very, very, very uncomfortable. Very feeling, I'm sure, it's a lot of anxiety. Right? He probably never even thought he was going to see Diddy again, let alone he going to be in his face asking him, yo, why you not calling me? Even though this age difference looking ridiculous. I ain't going to cap to you, bro. But as you can see, Justin Bieber in this clip is looking crazy. He's not looking well. Like, what's going on? Why is he feeling so uncomfortable around Diddy and all that? That I'm guessing there's got to be a ton of reasons why. A ton of reasons that we totally haven't covered on the page and or is all over the news articles. Man, Diddy was trying to sell his jet to get out of jail. He did something. He did something. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. I ain't gonna cap. But yo, so a lot of time has gone by since both of those clips. Clearly, Justin Bieber is like a grown man. He like older than me. I'm pretty sure. Like he a grown man now.
Albums and albums and albums later.
And there's another thing that happened with Justin Bieber at one of these alleged Diddy parties where it looks like he was giving some top, let's just say, to OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not showing y'all that clip because I can't. I ain't gonna hold you. Or
okay, let's not even.
We be cooked. But yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff going on with Justin Bieber, so to say, with these Diddy parties and Diddy in general. But yeah, a lot of time, like I said, has gone by. Boom, Justin Bieber's older, and y'all let me know if he's looking a little bit off or disheveled, as we may say.
I don't like that shit. I'm sorry, bro. I don't like that shit, bro. I'm sorry, bro. It's just a business out here, bro.
Who that is?
And see now, before me and the boss even go in on this clip right here, you know what I'm saying? Before we end this boy out, my thing is that fashion is different. I want to tell you all the time that I love an oversized fit. I love my baggy Johns.
Come on.
I ain't gonna lie. And even his fit is still calm. Like,
put that back up there.
His fit not even bad. Like, it's really not even realistically
His
bad.
belt is on his thighs.
But I'm more or less looking at his face. Like, he's looking so disheveled now. Like, the
Maybe
industry,
we gotta look at his face again.
The industry and stuff looks like it's rotting him. Let's
see if you can play
look
it
at
and
the clip
pause
one
it or
more time.
something.
Don't worry. We gonna analyze it for real.
I don't like that shit. I'm sorry, bro.
Looking a little rough.
He can't be bothered. He looking rough. Like, look.
I don't like that shit, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
He look like he don't care. And I get it, because he dealing with paparazzi too. That's a whole nother factor.
Yeah,
Don't think
they
I'm ignoring
all
that. They
around
annoying.
him, boy.
I ain't gonna lie. What Kanye said? Shut the up to the one paparazzi, bro. Paparazzi, yeah, y'all bulls. I need to stop stalking people.
Wow.
It's a business out here, bro.
How did they even know that? Well,
It's just looking like he going through it.
The TMC was behind him, so they do it now. Wow.
But y'all see for the clip, it just looks like he's overall going through it. It's looking like things is rough. I don't know. It's just looking kind of crazy, man. I ain't even gonna say a lie to
court
you.
in May. Now he gonna be subpoenaed to court in May. Oh my gosh. Wow.
I ain't gonna lie. If they bring Justin Bieber to the stage, bruh, he really looking rough, man. I hope he spill his guts, bruh. I hope he say everything that happened. Because, yo, Diddy.
Everything.
Diddy about to get 3 life sentences, a gum rapper, and, hopefully he don't become somebody B-hatch or something in jail.
It's probably too late.
I ain't gonna lie.
It's so many different things that they've been saying, so I don't even know if it's true or not. But I know that phone burner was true.
Nah, with the burner, I was just about to say that.
The phone burner was definitely true.
He might be
making those phone calls.
Sources.
That was true.
He was definitely making a couple calls
Yeah,
to
but
get
they
some
were
stuff
saying
in that
some
boy.
other thing. I think this just to be lying or whatever it's called, saying that he wound up going to the hospital or something. Something happened. He got beat up. I don't know if it's true or not, but a lot of people was reporting that. But I don't know. TMZ ain't reported.
So yeah, with them type Johns, y'all already know what it is. But yo, speaking of TMZ had a little clip they were dropping about apparently baby baby oil is being used in this case, but Diddy using baby oil, but not actually baby oil. Let's say it's trick baby oil. Because, that oil might have not just been oil. They had some weird stuff going on with that. So we're going to go ahead and listen to this boy because I ain't gonna lie, copyright begin. I'm crazy. So we just gonna go ahead, take a listen to this, John. I ain't gonna lie, and let's do it.
So we told you from the jump that baby oil was a big thing in the whole Diddy scandal. That the Fed seized 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
And it is the thing that people have talked so much about because it was such a bizarre...
It's so odd. And remember, we spoke with Mark Agnifilo, his lawyer, on one of our documentaries, The Downfall of Diddy, on Tubi. And we asked him about it, and he didn't quite know what to say about it. You know,
he kind of made a joke about it.
He kind of made a joke about it.
Right.
But now, we know at least what one of the accusers in a civil lawsuit...
A brand new accuser.
A brand new one is saying the purpose of the baby oil, and it's not what we thought.
No, this accuser, who is filed as a John Doe, says that the baby oil was laced, and that the purpose of placing the baby oil on people involved in these freak-offs
was to drug them.
Right.
And that according to this lawsuit, that Diddy would have the person slather baby oil all over them that is laced with some substance. We don't know whether he's talking about GHB or something like that. We just don't know. But it would render the person kind of semi-conscious, I suppose.
Yeah, the way it's laid out in this lawsuit is a man who says he met Diddy back in 2007. He was a Vegas adult male entertainer, said he was retained for dances and so forth, but then it turned into sort of these sex parties that we've heard all about. And he says the baby oil was slathered all over him to the point that it was dripping off. And he says after it was applied, he began to feel drowsy, disoriented, all of those things, and became more sort of pliable to do the sort of sexual things that Diddy was directing him to do, according to the lawsuit.
As he says, Diddy watched, we're not going to get more specific. It's about as graphic as it gets based on this lawsuit. But suffice it to say, Diddy was up close and personal watching.
It's extremely graphic, and as you pointed out, the feds pointed out those 1,000 bottles of baby oil. That's mentioned in the criminal indictment, but never further than that. It sounded like kink shaming, you know, sort of maybe he was into baby oil, but there's no crime involved with that. It looked like it was just a pot shot at Diddy. If this is part of the forensics of what they gathered from his compound during those raids, it's going to add an entirely new dimension to this case.
Now, Charles, the one thing that I didn't quite know from the lawsuit, although I'm assuming, is that if this is true, I guess they would have taken the bottle and unscrewed the cap
and opened,
and then pour in whatever the drug is, and then close it. But I don't think he would have done it to 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
No, but you would keep if this is true, you keep the baby oil stocked, and then you open it and put whatever in when you need it.
What I'm getting at is, was there a stash allegedly with this drug in it that the feds seized?
Did the feds find that?
That's right.
Well, I'm curious, and we don't know. This is a civil lawsuit filed by this accuser, but we don't know if the feds have had any contact with this person.
Right.
Have they shared this information with the feds? And was this person, I don't know if this was clear from the lawsuit or not, Derek, was this person ever, did they say that they were flown or transported? Did they fly or drive on Diddy's dime to any of these parties?
There's the usual allegations of expenses being paid for transport and things like that, so it'll be interesting to see.
Those things are part of the federal indictment.
But this could be too. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, no,
I agree.
You
need the interstate element, you know, for
I
this
was saying
man.
in addition to the baby oil.
In addition to, but the baby oil itself, if this was a means of drugging somebody, if there's proof of that, even if it wasn't from one state to another, it would still be relevant in the case.
Yeah.
So we don't know. But by the way, not the only case that was filed yesterday.
Right. There was also another one filed.
Two other ones.
Two others that were filed?
There were two women.
Were coming in.
Two women, each of whom filed their own lawsuit, but they both say they were together in the 90s and went to a party at a famous club in New York and ended up at Trump Tower, the Trump Hotel in Midtown New York, and that they were taken up to the penthouse, both of whom say they were raped. And they claim at Diddy's direction. And
this was also an allegation of they were served a drink. Were they?
That's right.
Yeah.
They said they were drugged and then they were raped. They were, even though they're separate lawsuits, they're both filed by Tony Busby, who's the lawyer who's filed a lot of these. And it's very clear when you read it that two of these women were together because each says there was another woman present.
We did hear back from Diddy, who has given his sort of stock response to all of these. He says, I can't deal with them individually, but there were never any sexual assaults of adults, minors, women, or men. He says this after each of these are filed. I do want to note that the one filed by the male is filed by Lisa Bloom, not by Tony Busby, although the two later ones by the women that you mentioned at the Trump Hotel incident, those were Busby lawsuits.
Alright, y'all. So clearly, y'all heard all that. It gets even worse with the diddler. Now he's getting caught up again for something that we probably could have all guessed was probably something going on. Now, we already know with all the memes with the $1,000 people like, ha, oh my god, the diddler, slip and slide, ha. Yo, to find out that he's actually really not only drugging people just normally, he just spiking their drinks and giving them these random pills, yada yada. He's spiking the baby oil, something as inconspicuous as baby oil. Now it's not inconspicuous when you have a literal 1,000. You have 4 figures of them. But like you wouldn't think none of baby oil. It's, oh, bro, this just for the massages. This just for the, you know what I'm saying, the fun times, yada yada. Them times, for certain heads, it wasn't too fun.
After I put it on, I started feeling rosy.
Like, yeah, I was like, huh? And then to hear about this joint that was going on with them 2 girls in Trump Tower, I'm like, huh? The diddler by the day, and that was just another one. Like what? Because he said there was like what 2 to 3 more cases going on, including a civil one with the baby oil. It's just terrible to see, bruh. But overall, like with this whole joint going on with Diddy, we know he's cooked. Like he's pretty much down. First of all, he's down horrendous. He's down the worst I've ever seen in my whole entire existence. But even like besides that factor, it's just like, yo. Especially with what he did to like these minors, like at the time Justin Bieber, it's just like it's unbelievable. It's honestly just first of all it's disgusting. Like we know that, but it's just I'm just in awe that someone could get to this level of depravity and degeneracy where like you've caused direct and indirect harm to this many people, bro. Like, bro, we got
not good.
We gotta pack up the diddler. Get him out of here. We gonna see you later. But yo, y'all, that's all we got on this one. I ain't gonna lie, you know. Shout out y'all for discussing this boy, you know, getting up with the news with the, you know, most recent.
Keep y'all updated, okay?
Diddy John and you know, some looking at Justin Bieber, you know, seeing that guy all right, cause he looking like he been going.
Subpoena. Oh, we forgot to do it. Subpoena.
I ain't gonna lie.
Subpoena.
Justin, Usher, Trumpy, Oprah.
Subpoena Trump.
Will Smith, Eddie
it's a
Rock.
long list, but we just gonna go on these. The 3 names I was mentioning there.
I'm stupid. Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
We gonna go with the 3 names I was mentioning.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, y'all main
Justin, Usher, and Trump. Oh,
but yo, y'all. Hey, yo. Let's switch this to the end screen because we out of here, man. I ain't gonna lie. We gotta get out of here. Yeah. I ain't trying. The diddler might be thinking of me right now. I got skedat. I hope not. He trying to look me up on his burners.
Oh my God, stop.
But yo, y'all. Like this video up if you enjoyed. Me and the boss would very much appreciate that. 5K
subscribe,
5K
people.
down.
Come on, subscribe.
Baby.
Okay, turn that on. Turn
on the post notification bell as y'all heard. Blue bell, the ringer. So that every time the boss posts, I post on this page right here, MNT. Mama Trill. That boy will be fresh up on your feed. And I'm not gonna lie, you better be watching, gang, because boss, what you gotta do on every video?
You better watch from the beginning to the end. And matter of fact, check us out on our live Saturday. Okay,
tomorrow, stand. I wanna see y'all there.
Yes.
No cap. Other than that, we gonna catch y'all, man, when we cover the diddler next.
Yes.
Peace.